Welcome lower school students to your lower school application class. This is a bit of a special Google Classroom because some weeks you might have a computers lesson, others you might have a class on science, and sometimes it will be oral presentation. For this first week, it will be a computer class. And what we will be doing is reviewing some word processing and learn how to apply those skills to Google Docs to help you in your Google Classrooms. Now, the first thing we will review is word processing. So, word processors are things like Notepad, LibreOffice Writer, and Microsoft Word. So, for this lesson, I will be showing you pictures that I got from LibreOffice Writer, but they'll look very, very similar if you are using Microsoft Word. So, let's get started. Let's start with Notepad. What is this? The title bar. What's this? The menu bar. This one, remember the noise? Drop-down menu. Up here we have the control buttons, and here, what is that? The work area. Lastly, what are these two? These are the scroll bars. On the right, we have the vertical scroll bar, and on the bottom, we have the horizontal scroll bar. Now, these are the control buttons, but what are the three buttons called? This one is minimize, next is maximize, and the last one is close. Which menu would you choose to organize or move the document? File. Which menu would you choose to improve the document? That would be Tools. And which menu would you choose to hide or show different parts of the window? View. Excellent. Which menu would you choose to put new things into the document? Insert. Which menu would you choose to change words in the document? Edit. And lastly, which menu would you choose to change how the document looks? That would be Format. All right, now let's talk about commands. Which command tells you if a word is spelled correctly? That would be the spell check or spelling command. Which command gives you synonyms and antonyms of a word? Good, that would be the thesaurus command. Lastly, which command tells you how many words are in the document? Word count. Now, question in red. Which menu are all of these commands in? Which menu would you click on to find these commands? Tools. You would go to the Tools menu. What are the spaces around the document called? Margins. What is a document that is tall but not wide? We call that portrait. Now, what is a document that is wide but not tall? So the opposite of the other one. Landscape. And lastly, what is a vertical division of a page or text? We call that a column. Now, which menu would you go to find all of these commands? You would go to the Format menu. All right, now let's start reviewing format. What are we looking at? Landscape. We're looking at a document in landscape mode. What's this? Portrait mode. And then last, these are the margins. Now, we have these three things with three arrows pointing to the document in landscape. What are these three things called? That's right, they're called columns. Now let's review toolbar icons. Let's see, we have Liberation Serif, 12, and a bunch of little symbols. So let's go one by one and review what these little symbols or icons do. What is this one? Bold. Next, font. This one, font color. This one is similar to font color, but it's a little bit different. You can tell because there's no color, right? This one is underline. All right, next, we have center alignment. I didn't write alignment, but this is alignment, center alignment. Next one we have is a bulleted list. Next, it's a type of alignment. This one is justified. All right, next we have numbered list. And this one, font size. Over here, it looks like an A, but it's kind of taking a nap or it's tired. This is italics. And here we have a yellow marker, and this is the highlight. It's C. Good. Left alignment. And then this one on the very, very end over here, this is right alignment. Are we missing any? I don't think so. Let's continue. So let's review alignment a little bit. Which alignment does this shape match? I'm going to show you some shapes, and I want you to tell me what alignment it represents. This one represents left alignment. This one represents center alignment. What is this one? Justified. Good. And then what's the last one? The only one left we have is right alignment. So for justified alignment, it's 2 lines on the sides because with justified alignment, the text will touch the left side and the right side. With left, it'll only touch along the left. With right alignment, it'll only touch along the right. But with center alignment, it will kind of touch but not fully touch both of the sides. Continued alignment review. Look at this sentence. Don't pay attention to the words, but just look at how it looks. This is center alignment. Next, left alignment. What's this one? Justified. And then lastly, what is this one? Right alignment. Good. All right, so now let's get to some text formatting review. So Jenny on the left is going to be the base, and then the arrow shows us how it changes, okay? I want you to tell me what I changed from the Jenny on the left. So in this one, I changed the font color. I made it pink. Now, what did I change here? I changed the font. Here, I made it bold. What did I do here? Here, I highlighted the text. And then here, I made it italics. All right, what about this one? This should be easy. For this one, I changed the font size. I made the font bigger. All right, so look at this. I have a list of words on the left, and on the right, I have the same words, but in a different order. So what did I do to the text here? I sorted it. Good job. Now that we've reviewed word processing, now we're going to do a very quick walkthrough of Google Docs, just in case you want to use Google Docs to submit some of your assignments for your Google Classrooms. If you are using your computer browser to access your Google Classrooms, you'll see something that looks like this when you click on an assignment. Now, to open Google Docs and use that to submit your assignment, you want to click on Add or Create. From there, you'll get this drop-down menu. And what you need to do is click on Docs. Now, if you're using an app or a phone browser, it'll look a little different. You might see something that looks like this. So here, what you want to do is click on Add Attachment and select New Docs from the new menu that pops up. In the computer browser, Google Docs will look very similar to LibreOffice Writer or Microsoft Word. You see up here, a lot of these might look familiar to you. We have font, we have font size, bold, italics, underline, font color, and even highlight. And if you look on the right over here, you'll have left alignment, center, right, justified, and the 2 at the end will be your numbered list and your bulleted list. In the app, it'll look a little different. For example, if you type 2 sentences here, you can see that I used the bold, the underline, the font color, and the highlights. Over here, I clicked on the bulleted list icon and I changed it to 2 lines and I made it into a list. And then likewise over here, I just changed it to a number list. See? So even though it's smaller and it looks quite a bit different from what you might be used to, you can still do a lot of the most basic things right in the app or in the phone browser version. And that's the end of our first computers lesson in our lower school application class. Remember, these are very important competencies required for you to continue on to the 9th grade and to the 8th grade. So review this so that you are ready to meet your competencies when you are tested on them. I'll see you later.